Good morning, friends. Can you hear me? Okay, let's start with the new syllabus, the third term syllabus. Have you all have your books with you? Try to have your books with you, textbooks. We have to carry on with the third term syllabus. Right. In Unit 8, you have a dialogue. There's a conversation between Sahan and the event manager regarding an exhibition. Right? This is a telephone conversation. Usually a telephone conversation begins with hello and the introduction of the person who calls. Here, event manager receives the call of Sahan and answers him. Sahan called the exhibition and convention center to get information about an exhibition. Right. He wants to know something about the exhibition. So he calls the event manager to get the information. Right. Good morning, Exhibition and Convention Center. How can I help you? The receptionist or the event manager introduces himself, greets and introduces himself. Then Sahan replies what he needs. Hello, I'd like some information about It's a Small World exhibition, please. Right. So what's the name of the exhibition? It's a Small World. Right. Event manager asks, what would you like to know? What's it about? Well, it's about ICT. So the exhibition on It's a Small World is about ICT, that is Information and Communication Technology. Abbreviation of Information and Communication Technology is the ICT. The exhibition will show how this field has developed over the past few decades. Right. What does it show? It shows how this field, the information communication technology, how far developed during the past few decades. What is a decade? A time of 10 years. 10 years. For the past 10 years is called past few decades. You mean how the world has become a global village? Exactly. The latest developments of technology will be displayed here. Right. So what will be displayed here? The latest development of technology. There will be a lot of information about its history as well. How sounds in it will be held from 12th to 15th June. We are open from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Right. When will it be? It will be from 12th to 15th June from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. How much is a ticket? 50 rupees for adults and 20 for children. Tickets will be sold at the entrance. Thank you. You are welcome. Right. There's an activity in the workbook. You can do it yourself. Now, look at the unfamiliar words here. What are the words? Convention. What is convention? Exhibition and convention center. What is convention? Means a common way of showing something in art or writing is called convention. And decades denotes a period of 10 years. And the entrance, you know already, the opening or passage that allows access to a particular place. Right. As you all know, we have already studied the active voice and the passive voice in your second term for simple present and for the simple past. When do we want to use passive voice? When we focus on the action than the doer, we use the passive voice. Passive voice is used when we have focus on the action than the doer. When the doer gets the importance, we need to use active voice, and when the action gets the importance, we use the passive voice. Active voice அங்கே வாய்ப்போம், passive voice அங்கே வாய்ப்போம்னா எங்களுக்கு doer, அதாவது செய்கிறவர். the subject. If you know the subject, we'll talk about the person who does it. If you don't know the subject, we'll talk about the action that happened. Right? For example, if you have a dog, just a dog or நாய் வச்சிருக்கீங்க, there was a squirrel, or right, there was a squirrel, your dog chased the squirrel, right? What will be your intention? உங்களோட intention எங்கே இருக்கும், உங்களோட focus எங்கே இருக்கும்? It will be on your dog because it is your pet. அப்போ சொல்லுவீங்க, my dog chased the squirrel. So you give importance to the subject there. அங்கே யாருக்கு importance கொடுக்க போறீங்க? Subject, the dog. When you use the passive voice, how will you? When will you use? If you are having a squirrel as a pet, squirrel நீங்க பெட்டா வச்சிருக்கீங்கன்னு வச்சுக்கொள்ளுங்க. The dog is from someone others. At your dog வருது, உங்களோட squirrel வந்து துரத்துது. Your focus will be on your squirrel. So you will give importance to the squirrel and the action. So you will use passive voice. அப்போ அங்கே என்னது பாய்ப்பீங்க? Passive voice. That means my squirrel was chased by a dog. அங்கே என்ன சொல்லுவீங்க? Squirrel was chased by a dog. ஏன் அங்கே squirrel was chased by a dog? Because your focus is on your squirrel, not on your dog, on the dog. அப்போ doerக்கு அங்கே importance கொடுக்குறோமோ அங்கே active voice. If you don't give the importance to the doer, we'll use the passive voice. Right. For examples, an active voice of a verb tells us that someone or something does the action in a sentence or sentence or person actions செய்தால் நாங்கள் active voiceல சொல்றோம். James watered the flowers. Here we give importance in the passive voice. Change try it to the horse ate the carrot. How will you change it? Who? The doer is the horse, and the action verb is ate, and what did it eat? The carrot. It is the object. Right? You can change it by yourself. The book was written by Sam. This is in passive voice. Right? You have to change it in the active voice. We'll study it later. Right? Let's recall what we have studied. When changing it, the very common rule is bring the object first. What you have to do? Find out the object and bring it to the beginning. Right. Choose correct be verb. Be verb is chosen according to the tense used in the active voice. Active voice la irukka tense ku eta mari da neenga passive voice ku be verb select பண்ணுவீங்க. Our passive voice amaatega, what is important there? Be verb plus past participle. Right. Or the third form of verb and solluvom. Right. Be plus past participle is important here. Choose correct be verb. Change the verb into participle. The main verb is changed into past participle. Add by plus subject. Subject is brought as object here. Object pronoun maathona. Subject pronoun will be changed as object pronoun with by. By yoda object pronoun there. Right. Look here. She helps him. Who அல்லது what ன்னு கேள்விக்குரிய ஆன்சர் தான் உங்களுக்கு subject. So subject is she. What does she do? She helps. What does he help and வராதீங்க answer. But whom does he help? To whom? யாருக்கு help பண்றா? யாரை help பண்றா? Him. This is the object here. Him is the object pronoun here. You have to bring it as the subject. So when changing the object pronoun into subject, him, it changes as he. He under the subject pronoun and object pronoun him. When you bring it forward, he. Singular and the verb is in simple present tense. The simple present tense ku enna be verb pavikringa? I am, is and are. Right. If the subject is I, you can use I am, and if the subject is singular, you can use is, and if it is a plural, you have to use are. So here the subject is singular, so you can use is. He is plus the past participle of the main verb help is changed as helped. And the subject pronoun is changed as object pronoun here. She is changed as her with by. So he is helped by her. Right. The next example of past tense. The dog chased the cat. What is the subject? Who? Subject is a dog. What did it do? Chase. So this is the verb. What did it chase? The cat. So you have found out the object. Right. Bring the object to the beginning. The cat. It is brought here. The verb is in simple past tense. What are the be verbs we can use for simple past tense? We use was and were. If the subject is singular, you can use was, and if the subject is plural, you have to use were. Right. Here the subject, the broad subject is the cat singular, so you can use was plus past participle of the main verb. Chased, it is a regular verb, so past participle also the same. So was chased by the dog. The subject is brought here with by. It is the agent. It is called as the agent, right? You have studied passive voice for these two tense in your second term. And here's another example. Right. Melody writes the article. Melody is a name. The sentence is in simple present tense. Who writes the article? Melody. So you have found the subject. What does she do? Writes the verb. And what does she write is the object, the direct object. What does she write? The article. If you have found the object, bring it to the beginning, the article. Check whether it is singular or plural. It is singular and simple present tense. So you have to use is. The be verbs used for simple present tense are am, is, and are. Here the article is singular, so you can use is. Article is. The past participle of the main verb, write, is written. You have to memorize the past participle of the irregular verbs. This is an irregular verb written by Melody. Right. Rules for simple present. Active voice. First form of verb. The girl clicks selfie. Here the subject is singular, so we used does with verb, so the verb is clicks. When we change it to passive voice, who, girl, what does she do? Click. What does she click? Selfie. This is the object. So bring the object to the beginning, selfie, singular. Simple present tense, so the be verb is, and the past participle of click is clicked by girl. And another example with the same verb, girls click girls click, not clicks, click selfie. So when you change it, who, girls, what do they do? Click. What do they click? Selfie. Right? Bring the object to the beginning, selfie, singular. So selfie is clicked by girls. Girls click selfies. Here both are plural. So when you bring the object to the beginning, selfies, plural. So simple present tense, and the subject is plural now. Selfies are plus past participle are clicked by girls. Right. So the be verb is decided according to the subject. Subject வச்சுக்கொண்டு தான் நீங்கள் be verb decide பண்ண போறீங்க, whether it is singular or plural ன்றதை வச்சுக்கொண்டு. And the tense of the be verb is decided according to the main tense of the main verb in the active voice. Active voice இல்ல main verb என்ன tense இருக்கோ அதை வச்சுக்கொண்டு தான் அது was ஆ were ஆ I am is are ஆ will be ஆ shall be ஆன்றதை decide பண்ணுவீங்க. Right? Right. But for simple present we use first form of verb, and for the passive voice we use is, are, am or is or are plus third form of verb, that means the past participle. Right? Again, this is for simple past. Right? The same examples with simple past. We use second form of verb, past tense, and here we use the third form of verb. For active voice, girl clicked selfie, girls clicked selfie, and girls clicked selfies. Right. Here the object is, the subject is singular and the object is also singular. Who? Girl. What did he do? What did she do? Clicked. What did she click? Selfie. So the object is selfie, selfie, singular, and simple past tense. So we can use was or were. This is singular, so we have to use was. Singular and was பாவிக்கலாம். Selfie was plus past participle clicked by girl. Girls clicked selfie. Here the subject is in plural. Girls clicked selfie. Who? Girls. What do they do? Clicked. What did they do? Clicked. What did they click? Selfie. The object is singular. It is brought to the beginning, selfie. Singular, simple past, so we have to use was. Selfie was plus past participle clicked by girls. And here, girls clicked selfies. Girls plural clicked selfies. The object is plural here, and it is brought to the beginning, selfies. It is plural at the same time past tense, so plural and past we have to use were. Selfies were clicked by girls. So decide was or were in relation with the whether the subject is singular or plural. Singular or plural ஆண்டதை வச்சுக்கொண்டு was or were ஆண்டதை decide பண்ணிக்கொள்ளுங்க. Here's another example. He wrote a letter. Who? He. Who wrote? He. So, subject is he. This is the subject. What did he do? Wrote. This is the verb. What did he write? It is a letter. So, if you found the object, bring it to the beginning, a letter. The object is brought to the beginning, a letter. Singular and simple past tense. So, the be verb we can use is was. A letter was plus past participle of the verb written. A letter was written by him. He is changed as him here. He wrote letters, the same thing, but the object is plural here. Who? He, subject. What did he do? Write. What did he write? Letters. The object is plural here. Bring the object to the beginning, letters, past and plural, so we can use were. Letters were written by him. He is the subject pronoun, so when we change it into object pronoun, it is changed as him. And this term you have active voice and passive voice for simple future. Right. For active voice, we use will plus first form of the verb. Will plus verb stem is used here. I will study or will listen to music. or something else. Will plus first form of the verb is used here. Verb stem is used here. And there will be plus third form of verb. So when we change it into passive voice, we use will be plus past participle. Right. Girl will click selfie. This is in simple future. Who? Girl, subject. What will she do? Will click. This is the verb. And what will she click? Selfie, object. Bring the object to the beginning. Selfie. Will plus be plus past participle. Selfie will be clicked by girl. Girls will click selfie. Here subject is plural. What will they do? Will click. What will they click? Selfie, object. Bring the object to the beginning. Selfie will be plus past participle. When we change it to passive voice, we need be verb plus past participle. So selfie will be clicked by girls. And the third one, girls will click selfies. Subject, who? Girls. What will they do? Will click. What will they click? Selfies, object. Bring the object to the beginning. Selfies. There's nothing to worry about whether it is singular or plural. We can use will whether the subject is singular or plural. Subject singular ஆயிருந்தானா plural ஆயிருந்தானா நீங்க will பாவிக்கலாம். So அதை பற்றி worry பண்ண தேவையில்லை. Selfies will be ஓட past participle வேற வேணும். நீங்க passive voice மாத்திக்கலாம். அப்ப will be plus past participle of the main verb will be clicked by girls. As usual நீங்க அதே மாதிரி செய்துள்ளலாம். இங்க நீங்க simple present and simple pastக்கு நீங்க object வந்து singular ஆ plural ஆன்றதை பொறுத்து நீங்க இங்க மாத்துவீங்க. was were I am is are ஆண்டது. இங்க will is the common verb used for future. Futureக்கு will எல்லாத்துக்கும் காமனா பாவிக்கிறபடியா you can use will be plus past participle. Right. Here another example. Active voice. What is the format of simple future? Subject plus will or shall plus verb plus object. If the subject is I or we can use shall. Otherwise we use will. For all the subjects we can use will. Subject என்னவா இருந்தாலும் will பாவிச்சிடலாம். I or we க்கு வேணும்னா நீங்க shall பாவிக்கலாம் அல்லது will பாவிக்கலாம் plus verb plus object. Right? அப்ப நீங்க திருப்பி மாத்திக்குள்ள என்னோட வெறும் object வந்து இங்க subject ஆ வந்துரும். Subject plus will be plus past participle. அந்த subject இங்க I அல்லது V ஆ இருக்குமா இருந்தா மட்டும் shall ஓட be plus past participle போடலாம். அது I or V ஆ இருந்தாலும் நீங்க will பாவிக்கலாம். You can use will in any instances. எந்த instanceலயும் will பாவிச்சுக்கொள்ளலாம். Plus by plus object. The subject is brought here as the object. Right. My parents will take us to the park. Who? My parents. Subject. My parents. What will they do? They will take. What will they take இங்க வராது. Whom will they take? யாரை கூட்டிட்டு போவினம்? Us. So the object is us. To the park ன்றதெல்லாம் மிச்சமே இருக்காது. அப்படியே வச்சிருங்க. பிரச்சனை இல்லை. Right? Us is the object. This is the object pronoun. Us வந்து இங்க என்னவா இருக்கு? Object pronoun இருக்கு. When you bring it to the beginning, you have to change it as the subject pronoun. Us வந்து முன்னுக்கு வரேங்க. We change it as we. So we என்ன நீங்க இங்க shall பாவிக்கலாம் அல்லது will பாவிக்கலாம். Both are correct. We shall be or will be. But it is better to use will. We will be plus past participle of the main verb. What is the past participle of the main verb? Take is taken. So we will be taken to the park. This is the irregular verb. The past participle of take is taken. We will be taken to the park. By who? By whom? by our parents, right? So bring the subject to the beginning. The object pronoun us is changed as the subject pronoun we. And what will happen will be plus past participle will be taken to the park by your parents, right? Right. This is the activity in your book, from your book. There's another activity in your workbook. You have to do it in your own. Workbook இருக்கிறத நீங்களே செய்து கொள்ளுங்க. Can you do this now? Try to fill the blanks as soon as possible. Write the answers only now. Then you can copy it down in your exercise books. Answers மட்டும் இப்போ நோட் பண்ணுங்க. Then copy it down in your exercise book. பிறகு activity அப்படியே copy பண்ணுங்க. Right? Try it soon. Shall we check the answers? The school prize giving. Will be held. Will be plus past participle. Right. The parents of the prize winners will be invited. Right. Here in this question they have given you the instruction. Passive voice, future form and தந்திருக்கு. Particular obvious தந்திருக்கு. Otherwise you have to check the adverbial phrases or the words to find out in which tense you have to fill the blank. இதில் வந்து future form மட்டும் தந்திருக்கணும். இல்லைன்னா நீங்கள் அதற்கு செக் பண்ணிக்கொள்ள வேணும். அதை ஃபியூச்சர் டென்ஸில் ஃபில் பண்ண வேணுமா, சிம்பிள் ப்ரெசண்ட்டா, சிம்பிள் பாஸ்டா, என்ன டென்ஸில் வருதுன்றதை நீங்கள் தான் செக் பண்ணிக்கொள்ளணும். எப்போ செக் பண்ணுவீங்க, எப்படி செக் பண்ணுவீங்க? There may be adverbial clauses of time. அப்படி ஏதாவது தந்திருப்பின. Yesterday, last week, last night, tomorrow, next week, அல்லது usually அப்படி ஏதாவது வேர்ட்ஸ் தந்திருப்பினம். அதை வச்சுக்கொண்டு நீங்கள் அந்த டென்ஸை ஃபைண்ட் அவுட் பண்ண வேணும். அல்ல இன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷன். ஸோ யூ ஹேவ் டு ரீட் தி இன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷன் கேர்ஃபுல்லி. இன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷன்ஸை கேர்ஃபுல்லாக வாசிங்கோ. They have given you clearly. இங்கே கிளியராக தந்திருக்கணும். என்ன தந்திருக்கணும்? ஃபியூச்சர் ஃபார்மில் தான் ஃபில் பண்ணணும்னு தந்திருக்கணும். சரியா? ரைட். The welcome speech, what is it? Will be delivered. By the principal. The prizes will be distributed. The event will be covered by the school media unit, right? Will be plus past participle anga paavikrom. Seridane? Right. Check the answers. You have to copy them down in your exercise book. There's another activity on activity 8.5. It is also on future tense. You have to do it as a homework. And here I am going to give you another activity. Right. Right. Can you change these three? Read them carefully and try to change them into passive voice. Read the sentences carefully. They didn't give anything in the instruction. Instruction la onnum tharilla. You have to read the sentence carefully. Sentences konama vaachikkolunga. When you read the first one, Amal usually drinks coffee in the morning. Right? Amal usually drinks. Right. You can find it out carefully, clearly. Clear-ஆ தெரியுது. Drinks என்றது வந்திருக்கு. Verb என்ன formல இருக்கு. You can find it out. At the same time, there's the adverbial phrase. What is it? Usually. இப்போ யூஷுவலி என்று சொல்லிட்டு அப்போ யூஷுவலாக நடக்கிற ஆக்ஷனாக தான் நிச்சயமாக இருக்கணும். ஸோ இது சிம்பிள் ப்ரெசன்ட் டென்ஸ்னு நீங்கள் டிசைட் பண்ணலாம். இல்லை என்றாலும் யூ கேன் இட் இஸ் ஆப்வியஸ் ட்ரிங்க்ஸ்னு வந்துருக்கு, டஸ் தான் சேர்ந்துருக்கு. ஸோ இட் இஸ் இன் சிம்பிள் ப்ரெசன்ட். ஹூ? அமர். What does he do? Drinks. What does he drink? Coffee. Found the object. So leave the other things. மற்றெல்லாத்தையும் லீவ் பண்ணிட்டு நீங்கள் இதை பற்றி மட்டும் கன்சிடர் பண்ணுங்க. Subject, verb and the object. Bring the object to the beginning. An object? Coffee. Simple present tense. At the same time, object இங்கே சப்ஜெக்டாக வந்துட்டு சிங்குலராக இருக்குது. So what is the be verb you can use? என்ன பாவிக்கலாம்? Singular simple present tense என்றால் என்ன பாவிப்பீங்க? Is. Plus the past participle of the main verb. What is it? It is a irregular verb. So the past participle is drunk. Coffee is drunk by whom? Amar. Right? This is the main thing. நீங்கள் அந்த யூஷுவலியே பண்ண இங்கே போட்டுக்கொள்ளலாம். Coffee is usually, இந்த யூஷுவலி பண்ண இங்கே போட்டுக்கொள்ளுங்க. இல்லாது bring it to the back. பின்னே கொண்டு வாங்க. By Amal usually in the morning. நீங்கள் அங்கே போட்டாலும் பரவாயில்ல. Consider about the subject, verb and the object only. My uncle sent me a letter. Right. இங்கே adverbial clauses of time ஒன்றுமே இல்லை. But the main verb is in past tense. அது உங்களுக்கு தெரியும் தானே? Send in the past tense, sent என்றது. So the verb is in the past tense. So you can conclude it is in past tense. Past tense இருக்கு conclude பண்ணிக்கொள்ளுங்க. Right? Who? My uncle. Subject. What did he do? Sent. What did he send? A letter. Here direct object letter தான். என்னது அனுப்பினவர்? Letter. Right? அப்போ direct object பற்றி மட்டும் நீங்கள் கன்சிடர் பண்ண காணும் இப்போதைக்கு. So bring it to the beginning. A letter. Singular and the simple past tense. So a letter was. Plus past participle of send is also sent. A letter was sent by my uncle. இங்கே இந்த மீ இருக்கு. இந்த மீ கொண்டு to me. Right? A letter was sent to me by my uncle and இந்த to me இங்கேயும் வரலாம் அல்லது by my uncle to me. Right? A letter was sent. இவ்வளோ தான் உங்களுக்கு important. A letter was sent by my uncle. And look at the third one. Principal will arrange a party. What is the tense here? Will கண்ணோனி உங்களுக்கு தெரிய வேணும். Future tense. So there's no need to use the adverb. Adverb ஒன்று பாவிக்கணும் மட்டும் இல்லை, உங்களுக்கு பார்த்தோன்னு தெரியணும். It is in future tense. அதில் கவனமாக இருங்கோ. மிக்ஸ் பண்ணி தான் தருவீங்க உங்களுக்கு questions தெரியக்குள்ள. They will mix up all the tenses. Right. Who? Principal, the subject. What will he do? Will arrange. What will he arrange? A party for the winners. Right. So this is the object. Bring the object to the beginning. A party பார்ட்டின்றதோட நீ படிக்கலாம். ஃபார் த வின்னர்ஸை நீங்கள் பின்னிக்கும் போடலாம், அல்லது ஃபுல்லாக எழுதுறதுனாலும் எழுதலாம். பார்ட்டி ஃபார் த வின்னர்ஸ் சிங்கியூவில். ஆனால் இங்கே ஃபியூச்சர்ன்றபடியாக சிங்குலராக ப்ளூரலான்ற பிரச்சனை இல்லை. பார்ட்டி will be plus past participle arranged by principal for the winners. Right. Will be plus past participle. Right. இப்போ மெயினான 3 டென்ஸுக்கு நீங்கள் படிச்சிட்டீங்க. இந்த active voice, passive voice. For simple present tense, simple past and simple future. Right. Will be plus past participle. ஒரு சார்ட்டாக போட்டு நோட் பண்ணி வையுங்க. சிம்பிள் ப்ரெசன்ட் எப்படி மாறும், சிம்பிள் பாஸ்ட் எப்படி மாறும், சிம்பிள் ஃபியூச்சர் எப்படி மாறும்ன்றதை யூ ஹாவ் டு ஸ்டடி இட் டில் grade 11. grade 11 வரையும் இருக்குது. grade 11ல் ஒரு கிராமர் கொஷன் இது ஆக்டிவ் வாய்ஸ் அண்ட் பேசிவ் வாய்ஸ். இப்போ உங்களுக்கு grade 8ல் இந்த 3 டென்ஸும் இருக்குது. வெரி சிம்பிள். ஐ மிஸ் ஆ ப்ளஸ் பாஸ்ட் பார்ட்டிசிபிள், அல்லது வாஸ் வர் ப்ளஸ் பாஸ்ட் பார்ட்டிசிபிள், அல்லது வில் பி ஷால் பி ப்ளஸ் பாஸ்ட் பார்ட்டிசிபிள். அவ்வளோதான். நீங்கள் ஆப்ஜெக்டை கொண்டு முன்னுக்கு போடையில ஆப்ஜெக்ட் என்ன டென்ஸில் இருக்கோ அதுக்கேற்ற மாதிரி சிங்குலராக ப்ளூரலானதை டிசைட் பண்ணுவீங்க. த வேர்ப் என்ன டென்ஸில் இருக்க ஆக்டிவ் வாய்ஸ்லேன்றதை வச்சுக்கொண்டு ஆக்டிவ் வாய்ஸா பேசிவ் வாய்ஸா அண்டது சாரி பாஸ்ட் டென்ஸா பி வேர்ப் என்ன பாஸ்டா ப்ரெசென்டா ஐஎம்எஸ்ஆரா வாஸ்வரா வில் பி ஷால் பியான்றதை டிசைட் பண்ணி கொள்வீங்க. சரிதானே? தட் இஸ் தி ஒன்லி திங் யூ ஹாவ் டு கன்சிடர் அபவுட். There's an activity in your textbook la 8.5 நினைக்கிறேன் 405, and in your workbook you have 2 activities on this future passive. Try to do it in your exercise book. Do the workbook also. workbook question workbook la seiyengo. The textbook la irukka question copy பண்ணுங்க உங்களோட exercise bookல. After the school reopens we will mark them. Right? Thank you, students.